Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing I want to tell you guys about is an unbelievably cool stop-motion animation Tyrannosaurus Rex puppet that is currently being sold by T-Rex Productions. You might remember them from the Concavenator resin kit that I'm still hoping to get a hold of very soon and review for you guys. But this is a very cool stop-motion puppet that they just recently have made. They are now selling. It is made of steel armature and platinum silicones, which is interesting as I was never quite aware of how exactly they made stop-motion puppets. I've always been quite interested, and this is something that I just think is just the coolest thing possible to be sold from any company, honestly. It is so stinking cool. The price is $1,800 US. And again, this is a stop-motion puppet, so they don't come cheap. It measures about 60 centimeters, which would be about 23 inches, and you can see it painted up in these images. It looks absolutely beautiful, and I couldn't possibly imagine how cool the stop-motion videos would look if anyone purchases this. It opens up a world of creativity when it comes to making stop-motion dinosaur videos. Again, I did want to make you guys aware of this, and if you are in fact interested in this, I will include a link in the description to T-Rex Productions where you can contact them and inquire about picking up this very cool stop-motion puppet. I also wanted to make you guys aware of the fact that Nanmu has recently posted images of their Tyrannosaurus Rex head sculpt, and honestly, it looks beautiful. This, along with pretty much everything that you get from Nanmu, is just off the charts fantastic. But really looking at this image, you can see just how much insane sculpt and detail has gone into this Rex. And as far as a Jurassic Park style Tyrannosaurus Rex, it is so unbelievably perfectly sculpted, it is ridiculous. Every image that I see from this from every single angle just looks amazing. So much detail and sculpt, and the overall head shape and everything is so spot on to the actual film version Rex from the original Jurassic Park that it is just purely breathtaking to look at. I can't wait to see the entire full body of this revealed. Right now, looking at this head sculpt has me beyond excited for this Nanmu Tyrannosaurus Rex. Also, as far as Rebor goes, we have two more color schemes for the grab-and-go Tyrannosaurus Rex. They recently released images of these two new color schemes on their Facebook page. You can see you have a greenish one, almost sort of similar to a Jurassic Park style male Rex, but not quite. There are definitely some differences as far as the paint apps go, but it's got a somewhat similar look. And then you have a very cool yellowish type of a Rex with a reddish head, and I think that one might be one of my favorites for sure out of this entire group. It's going to be a strong battle as far as my favorite when it comes to this one or the brown one that we had seen previously. But then you've got the Dinosaur Revolution version trailing right behind. I'm probably going to end up having to pick up all four of these, which is going to cost me quite a bit, I'm sure. But as far as Rebor says, this Rex is going to be pretty cheap, so that is even more exciting news when it comes to this grab-and-go Tyrannosaurus Rex model. And they also released an image of their Kong, aka the gorilla, and you can see obviously here they are insinuating that it is in fact Kong, as they have three of them staring down their V-Rex. Again, the sculpt and detail of this looks off the charts, and I cannot wait to see what this looks like painted up and eventually purchase one myself. It feels to me like Rebor has really stepped it up, even more so than they normally do in the last month or so, when it comes to really showing just how beautiful of a job they can do with these new Rex paint schemes and the incredible sculpt of this Kong. It has me more excited than ever about Rebor. Then as far as the Think Art Styracosaurus, we finally get to look at the painted up version, and I am absolutely flabbergasted at how nice this looks. I absolutely cannot wait to get a hold of this and take a look at it in person and review it for you guys here on the channel, because wow, this looks, in my opinion, to be the best of the Think Art figures so far. This is really, really beautifully painted, absolutely fantastic looking. The base also looks really, really nice, but that Styracosaurus is just beauty without question, and I cannot wait to get a hold of this as well. And one thing that is fantastic as far as this Styracosaurus from Think Art goes is that the pre-order is now live. So I will leave a link in the description where you can contact Serchai Junyao, who is the creator of these Think Art dinosaur figures, and you can pre-order it from him right now. As far as the Beast of the Mesozoic goes, the first one I want to tell you guys about is the painted prototype of the Medusaceratops. I really like this paint scheme. It's something that I really wouldn't have expected to work so well on a ceratopsian with the use of those purples and everything, but the purples they've used are such a dark tone that it really looks great on this figure. And again, it's a super flashy appearance, but somehow looks extremely natural. I think that this one is definitely up there as far as one of my favorite paint schemes out of all of the Beast of the Mesozoic ceratopsians. They did a phenomenal job, and you can also see the artwork for the figure here as well. And I love that the artwork is always so faithful to what you do see on the actual figures as far as the paint scheme goes. Beautiful artwork continuously when it comes to these figures. And we also have images of the painted prototype of the Nasutoceratops. Again, absolutely fantastic looking paint scheme. Really like how it has that white striping up at the top. It looks really flashy, but really nice. And then it transitions to that very cool reddish coloration down there. The colors and tones and everything all over on this one are also really nice. This may not be one of my favorites, but I do still think it looks quite nice overall. As far as the paint scheme and how realistic it looks, it's definitely really well done. And I do love the Nasutoceratops in general, so it's one that I definitely want to pick up, along with the Medusaceratops. But again, there are just so many at this point I want that I think I would probably have to sell everything I own to afford all of them. Then I have a resin kit from Kieran Satchell, and I apologize to him if I butchered his name, as I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. But a while back he had released an Allosaurus resin kit, but now his newest resin kit, as you can see right here, is the Scelidosaurus. And it looks really cool. I don't quite know any of the specifics as of right now as far as what the price or anything is, or the size, although you should be able to get a pretty good idea of what the size is there from this image, considering he has it there in hand. But I really think that the sculpt and everything on this looks really beautiful, and it's a very obscure species that you don't see get figures or resin kits too often, so I definitely recommend anybody interested to go ahead, check the description, and contact him about purchasing one of these, because it's a very cool looking resin kit, and I definitely think it's another surefire win from him. And the very last thing I have is from Mattel, and it's about the Brachiosaurus. For any of us here in the United States that have been patiently waiting, if you happen to have hit up a Target within the past week or two and tried to check out with the Brachiosaurus, you'll know that you were unable to do that due to the October 6th street date. You couldn't actually get it into the register and buy it. However, yesterday, it actually went through for many people who were able to acquire the Brachiosaurus. But unfortunately, since then, it has actually gone back to being unable to purchase. So we are back to the October 6th street date yet again. But if you are interested, just keep in mind that you can check BrickSeek to check your local area to see if it is in stock. My area actually doesn't have it in stock anywhere at all, so hopefully it'll show up in my area at some point soon. But again, checking BrickSeek could let you know of your area, whether it'll be available on October 6th to purchase or not. So as of right now, that's all the news I've got, guys. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified of any future videos, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.